Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. And like always, in my case, happy trash day. My trash man's already been here. There's apparently another trash company somewhere around the neighborhood making noise. You hear that distinctive beeping noise when they back up and stuff. So Jack's out investigating that. But anyway, happy Wednesday. Welcome to the let's see, 331st edition of the coffee sessions. 331. So let's see who we got hanging out with us today. We've got a few thumbs up going over there on YouTube. I appreciate that for sure. We have Mr. Paul Stewart. He says, "Good morning, everyone." Good morning to you, Paul. Good morning, Troy. Happy hump day, he says. Darren Burrs is here. Morning, Darren. Larry Gaunt says, "Good morning, everyone. The heat continues." Yeah, I tell you what, it's almost a little nippy out here this morning. I got the door wide open so Jack can go in and out, but it was I don't know, it's probably low 60s or something. Um, and I think it was either in the high 50s or low 60s this morning when we first got up because it had a little nip in there, but felt good. Humidity's down. Gonna be a great day. Gonna be a great day. Well, they're all pretty good, just some better than others, but yeah, gonna be a great day, I think. Let's see here. Marcello Balone is here. Good morning, sir. My favorite solar man is on the road this morning. Uh, Good to see you, Ryan. Mr. David Burnett. Good morning. He says, "Gorgeous day yesterday and today. Heat comes back starting tomorrow." Here comes my sidekick. Hey, buddy. Backyard secure? All right, then. I forgot to put a couple of treats in my pocket, so he thinks I put them in there, but I don't have any. So he'll be disappointed till we go back in. Let's see who did I miss here. Gary Hammett's here this morning. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, Kevin. Good to see you on here. Jesse's here this morning. How you doing, Jesse? Bart Bixel says, "Happy Hump Day, Sessioneers." Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Dave Mack says, "Morning, out walking with Jack's. Beautiful day in North Georgia mountains. Hope your day is great as well." I'm pretty sure mine's going to be pretty dadgum awesome today. Got a lot of stuff to do, uh, but a great day to do it all. So hope I can get some of it done. Um, let's see. Mary Mallory's here, watching over on Facebook. How you doing, Mary? Good morning to you. Bob Sims says hi, all thumbs up, and we've got like 6 thumbs up over there, so good deal. Got a good start. Guess what I remembered to do today? I got a timer set on my phone, so I won't get to yakking and lose track of time. I don't know. That probably could still happen. Charles Steed says, "Good morning, Dave and Jack." Yeah, let me give you a quick shot on the Jack cam. He is in position, ready to go. Looking good. Looking good. He's settling in quite nicely with the new uh, deal about the coffee sessions being out here. Because now he's got the first day or two, it's like he didn't even want to come in here, but now it's like I'm like, "Come on, let's go. We got to do coffee sessions," and he comes on down the steps and of the deck up there, and then comes on in here and starts getting his bed warm right there. So he's what's wrong with my phone here? Oh, I guess the lights. Oh, now I done messed it up. Anyway, yeah, gonna be a beautiful day here. Hope to get back to work on Jack's project. I'm pretty excited because it was rainy yesterday, so I used that day to work on a project on my Gatton CNC. And I'm sorry, but yes, it was a rotary axis project. I know some of y'all are probably getting tired of seeing it, but I made something that's turned out really nice. In fact, I'm probably going to run one or two more, and um, I think I'm going to give a couple of them away. Um, Probably do. I might have mentioned this the other day. I'll probably do a thing where when I shoot the video, I'll mention the giveaway, and then you put a hashtag comment, and then we'll do a random comment picker thing, and give at least one away. I might. It depends on how many I get made. I might give more than one away. But they're pretty nice. It's nice to use that rotary axis and make something useful. Of course, I guess you could use the chess pieces technically. I won't. They're just kind of for fun. And the Albert thing, yeah, that was just for fun. But I'm excited because I got the video all shot. The whole project's done. I got it sitting right here, but I'm not going to show you because I show you what it is, nobody will go watch the video. But yeah, I got all the video shots, so I just got to edit that, and I'll do that tonight after it gets dark when I can't do anything outside. But it feels good to get that done and kind of out of the way this early in the week. And actually, I've got another project that I'm going to do. I'm going to use the Gatton CNC to run it, but it won't be a rotary access project. It'll be just a regular CNC project, and it's going to be part of my shop organization thing. I'm building something that will help me to organize, and I'm sure once I do that, I'll probably get ideas for other stuff. So, but anyway, that's about all I got. I was watching the news a little bit this morning. I watch every morning, or try to just catch the weather. And then sometimes you can't help but see other silly stuff. And of course, I saw something pretty silly this morning. So I researched it a little bit more. And let's see if I can find what I was looking at in there, because I don't want to get anything wrong. Let's see. This computer is so much slower than that one in the house. All right, let's see if I can find where I was. Oh, and this print is so small. What the heck? I don't know why. How do I do that? Okay, here we go. Yeah, I can make that print bigger. Okay, they had and I know you're all going to be excited to hear about this. They had a thing on the news about Britney Spears. You remember Britney Spears? Um, she's going to be going. Well, I guess she's doing it virtually, but she's going to be testifying in court today about the conservatorship that I guess her dad has or something back. I guess, like I said, I started reading up on this because I remember hearing about it, but I thought, well, let me catch up, see what the deal is. And I guess about 13 years ago, they decided she was too crazy to take to take care of her own affairs. So I guess they put her dad in charge, and of course, that gal's worth a ton of money. Uh, I'd love to be in charge of it, but anyway, so I guess she's fighting that, wanting to get control of her own thing, and she's 39 years old. So, uh, but I can remember. I can't remember how long ago it was, but she went kind of off the deep end that one time. I think she shaved her head or something. Just kind of put on a bunch of weight and stuff, and I don't know, but she's got her act back together, I guess, because let's see, where did I read it? Yeah, it says that during this time, that 13 years, when her dad's been controlling everything, she's released 4 albums, 2 of which went platinum. So that, cha-ching right there. Then it says appeared as a judge on both The X Factor and American Idol, and had a 4-year residency in Las Vegas that reportedly grossed close to $138 million. So, yeah, and it says here those accomplishments don't exactly line up with the typical profile of someone unable to look after themselves. Yeah, I would have to agree. She might have went nuts there for a while, but sounds like she's got straightened out. We all have our moments. But anyway, 138 million bucks. Let's see. According to Forbes, her current net worth is around 60 million. Holy cow! No wonder Daddy wants to hang on to that. But anyway, enough enough about little Brittany there. But I remember we had back in the day when she first hit the scene, and of course I had a young daughter in the house, so we had a lot of Britney Spears music going on in the house. So, all right, let's see here. Wild Bill Larison is here this morning. How you doing, Bill? Hope all is well in the Plainfield area. Doug Sisk is here. Says morning all. He's tardy. We just leave the door unlocked for you, Doug. You can come in and go whenever you want. Clyde's here this morning. How you doing, Clyde? Yeah, if speaking of getting back to my shop organization projects, as you watch the coffee sessions and you look around behind me, if you see anything that I could make to improve upon my current situation as far as shop organization goes, let me know. But I got a ton of stuff I need to do. I have when Brian Gidney was on here the other day, he mentioned my rigid table saw over there. And I've had that thing now I think I bought it in 2015. So I've had it for like 6 years. And the old homemade table saw that I was using before, I had a big nice table saw sled that I used with that, and the sled's still laying over there beside the wall in between the table saw and the wall there, but it doesn't work with my current rigid, and I never have made another table saw sled, so that'll be another project that I got to do. But see how my timer's doing. Yeah, I'm only about halfway done, looks like. I don't know why that one doesn't match that one there. That countdown thing. I guess I didn't hit the button right on time. What is it, Jack? Something's bothering him out there. He's in the doorway, looking out there. Sounds like I don't. You probably can't pick it up with this mic, but it sounds like there's some geese in the football field next door to me. There's a big lake. Like if you were to get up in a drone and go up and fly kind of straight west there's a big lake over there with a bunch of houses around it and stuff. So there's always a bunch of geese and stuff. But I don't know what they put in that football field, but they love to land in there. That'd be a big, what do you call it, flock, gaggle? What do you call it? It's gaggle, isn't it? Bunch of them. There'll be 8 or 10 of them, and they'll come in there and eat something out of that football field. I don't know what it is. Hey, buddy. Everything okay? Okay, Gary says, if you could see my shop, you would not as for organizing ideas. Okay, so you got a messy shop too. I just I think I'll be doing pretty good once I get to, because I basically added stuff and built like right here, kind of sticking out in the middle of the thing here is that homemade drum sander. Works great. Made it from parts from an old treadmill. My neighbor up there, he's like Sanford's son. He collects a bunch of old stuff, and every once in a while he'll flag me down as I'm driving by and go, "Hey, you want this?" And he had an old treadmill, and I didn't need a treadmill because I had a treadmill at the time. And but me, I'm like, sure, I'll take it. So I got it, and then I figured out that it was a really cheap, I think it was like a Walmart brand treadmill or something. And I said, "Well, what's wrong with it?" He goes, "Well, it runs, but every time I step on it, the belt stops. It's like it didn't even have enough oomph to turn it." So I took it apart and saw that it was just kind of gummed up under there. And when you cleaned it off, then it was slick enough to run, and it worked fine as a treadmill. But I thought, well, I don't need a treadmill, but I'm gonna take it apart and I'm gonna make something cool out of it. So I made, excuse me, tickling my throat. I made a homemade drum sander, and it works really great. Except it's on a tall stand. I don't like bending over, and I probably should have made it where I could just pick it up and set it on a table. But no, I made a stand out of it. But it's got the controls for the treadmill. It's got the speed control, so you can dial it up fast or slow. The motor and the electronics parts just mounted on a board. Then that's mounted on a hinge, and then I have the weight of the motor. When you put the belt around the pulley, the weight of that just is what makes it have enough tension to turn. And I cut a bunch of little, I don't know, I think it was 5-inch disc with a 3/4 hole in them, and then plywood disc, and then I just sandwiched them all together and stuck them on that shaft, and it works great. But it's one of those tools that you don't use that much, or at least I don't, and now it's in the way. But once I get rid of that big piece of equipment back there, which I think I'll be getting rid of that within the next, who knows, week, 2 weeks, maybe a month. That'll open up a big hole back there, and then that should really help my shop as far as my organization stuff. Jeff Jung's in the house. How you doing, Jeff? Good to see you. You guys are being mighty quiet over there in the chat. I'm not getting many comments at all. Just letting me ramble on. and I really got nothing like I always do. But what I know some of you guys are either CNC guys or woodworking guys that are in the chat here. What's probably the most useful uh, I won't not necessarily a tool, but maybe a tool or a fixture or something like that that you've made for your shop? What's the most useful um, thing you've made? I love I love seeing shops. You know, when you watch a YouTube video and you see a shop and you see a lot of homemade stuff. Most those shops where you know you. I mean, I'm not knocking them, I guess, but you know when you go in and they've got $1 million worth of Festool stuff and um, they don't make any of their tools. They just buy everything. And I'm like, yeah, that's nice, but I think it's cool that when people make their own kind of stuff. Uh, Troy says, any updates on the Mater plants? The only updates I have is it looks like there may be just a teeny start of some blooms starting to come on. But that one, it's time for me to get the ladder out again and tie it to that string I put up there. That one is like 8 or 9 feet tall, and the one beside it is about a foot shorter. Uh, but hoping I'm get some maters soon. Doug says you got me thinking. I'm looking for my Britney poster. I hope you find it. You should hang it out in the barn for your bull. Bob Sims says he made a homemade dividing head. All right. Let's see. Jeff Morgan's in the house. How you doing, Jeff? Good to see you. Yeah, I've actually made quite a bit of stuff. Um, I built and I got videos on some of the stuff. I think I've got a video or two of that homemade drum sander. I think that's probably more than one. I think it's a couple of videos. And then I made a router table with a router lift, homemade. It's all out of plywood. In fact, I sell the router lift plans, but I don't. I don't use it. It's usually covered up with stuff. And in fact, I'm going to take it apart because I bought a Jessam router lift. It was one of the things I bought and then had it for probably, I don't know, 6 months or so. And then I finally put it in the wing of that rigid table saw. So I don't really need that router lift anymore. And like I said, that table doubles as um, a wing for when I'm putting something long on my miter saw. It's the same height as the tape, the surface of my miter saw. So it basically just serves as to help when I do the miter saw. So and it stays full of stuff. So every time I put something on the miter saw, I got to push all the stuff up. But since I'm not using that anymore, and it does have a working Porter cable 690 router in it, although I think that's the one that's got the switch. I got two routers, both Porter cable 690s, and the switch broke. The good thing is with that one, the switch broke in the on position, so I can still plug it into like a power strip, flip it on, and it runs. The other one that I was running on that Sidewinder CNC, it quit on me, but it quit in the off position. So I don't know. I'd probably take take it apart and hot wire it or something. But when it quit, I thought it was the brushes, but then I pulled the brushes out and they weren't used much at all. And then I thought, well, I've got like 3 or 4 of those, that exact same router, and I'm thinking that that's one of the newest ones I had. So I'm like, yeah, it shouldn't be the brushes. But anyway, I guess I'll try to take that apart and see if I can either screw it up totally or get it get it hot wired with. I guess you can probably get a new switch for those. I don't know. They've discontinued a lot of that Porter cable stuff. So, all right, let's see here. I'm missing some comments. Comedy Future Official says hi. Welcome to the coffee sessions. I'm sure you're new here because I don't remember seeing you. Troy Pritchard says, "You sure that 9-foot plant ain't a beanstalk?" Yeah. No, it's a mater plant, but and I knew it would get that tall because I've seen other people do the videos and they have these things out in like a greenhouse type thing, and they'll be like 12 foot tall. And I think if I could just keep tying mine off up there, it would get that tall. But I'm not going to be able to tie it off but another couple of feet, and then after that, it'll be up over the roof. So, all right, Dave Max says cabinets, router table, plywood storage, miter saw stand, and lathe tool rack, just to name a few. Yeah. And one of those things you just mentioned is what I'm going to be making in one of my next videos. Okay, Jeff says ereplacementparts.com is a great source of parts for Porter cable. Okay. Well, I figure probably somewhere you can buy that switch because, like I said, I've had 2 routers where the switch is just failed on. Clyde says, I put a paddle switch on the front of machine for my router. That's what, Clyde, that's what I have on my router table that I built with the router lift. I have one of those things where the router plugs into the back of that, and then it's just got an on-off switch. And see, that works perfect. And I'll probably steal that switch since I'm not going to need that router table anymore. And that'll be the router that I steal to put on that other CNC. And then that way I can turn it on and off that way. But yeah, see, I was, like I said, when that switch quit working on that one, it stopped in the on position. So you couldn't turn it off. You had to unplug it. So, and that's why I'm lazy. I've never bothered trying to replace that switch because I'm like, well, as long as it runs, I can figure out how to turn it on. So let's see. Thanks for that tip, though, Jeff. I will be checking those out. Replacement parts. Jesse says I'm adding a router extension to my table saw. I want to get a lift for it eventually. Yeah. There's a bunch of good ones out there. I bought a Jessam. I'm pretty sure that's the name. I think it's JESSEM, maybe UN. But they're made in Canada. And I'm really, really happy with it. It's got a good locking thing. It's very precise. It's got a crank where you can, stick down in there and really fine tune the things on it. So I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just saying that's a good one. Oh, there's my timer on my phone, folks. Okay, yeah, I've already hit that one. All right, now how do I turn this off? Okay. All right. Well, I guess that means my time's up. I got to get busy. It's going to be an awesome day today. Let me give you another quick shot of the jack cam. There he is. Adjusting well to shop version of the coffee sessions. So, anywho, we are going to get out of here. I hope everybody has an awesome Wednesday, or in my case, an awesome trash day. So, anyway, we're out of here. Everybody have a good one, and we will see you tomorrow for the Thursday edition of the coffee sessions. See y'all.